We have conversations like this live all the time post-game on Sundays. Make sure you guys are subscribed and turn on post notifications so you can be a part of the conversation as well.
Services managing did not cost the Mariners the sweep. Matt Brash's inability to throw strikes cost the Mariners the sweep.
Oh boy, here we go. We're just gonna get into it early, are we?
Oh, Matt Brash is so bad.
Can you guys tell which one of us tweeted that Matt Brash should be in Tacoma? Can you tell? Can you tell which one of us?
He's so bad at baseball, man. So anyways, chat, hey, you know what? There's a bright side. All right. The Mariners have won 9 of their last 13. Okay. They won the series against the Detroit Tigers. Almost swept them. Almost. Should have swept them.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Should've.
And not only was it Brash, it was the 500 runners left on base. It's just the fact of the matter. Mariners left so many runners on base today. It was ridiculous. Guys, what do we do with Matt Brash? All right. This guy has cost the Mariners so many wins so far this year. He has blown up in some pretty key spots. And today, the last game against Detroit, was a pretty big one where Gabe Spire came on. You know, I think Gabe Spire gave a runner a base, maybe. And then Matt Brash walks 2, hits 1. The guy walks in a run, hits someone, and brings in a run. Ridiculous. I don't know. It just makes no sense to me why Matt Brash is someone that we keep using in these situations. And Joe and I were having this conversation before the stream that Matt Brash isn't that good. And the idea that Joe is not on board with sending Matt Brash to Tacoma.
No.
I think
I didn't say I'm not on board. There's a conversation to be had. I think it's a knee-jerk reaction to send him down like after this game. I think he probably has one more where it's like, oh, he doesn't have it. Now he goes down. I think after today would be a knee-jerk reaction, personally, but I understand where the sentiment's coming from because he lost us the game. That is what it is. Those moments where you need him to go out there and be, the lights-out guy that he was as a reliever in moments this year and the majority of last year, it wasn't there. And you needed him to because Gilbert didn't have his best stuff, as we all know. He only went 5 2/3.
So let's talk a little bit about Matt Brash's stats, because this is another thing that Joe and I were talking about before the stream, and we had some differing opinions. So in 2023, this is before today's game. I don't think Baseball Reference is updated. So before the last game in Detroit, Matt Brash has a 5.09 ERA, 21 games, which means he's leading the league in how many games he's appeared in. A lot of games. 17.2 innings pitched. He's given up 21 hits, 11 runs, 10 of which were earned. He gave up his first home run as a reliever. He does have 34 strikeouts in those 17 innings, so he's averaging about 2 an inning or so. His ERA plus is 82. His strikeout to walk ratio is 5.67, which actually blows my mind. His strikeouts per 9 is 17.3, and his walks per 9 are 3.1. Matt Brash has been worth negative 0.2 WAR this year, and he was worth negative 0.1 WAR last year.
Is that Baseball Reference?
Yeah.
F-WAR, I think Fangraphs likes him a lot.
I don't see a world where it makes sense to keep Matt Brash in this bullpen, especially when they just moved Prelander Baroa to the bullpen. I mean, if it's anything like Brash or like, I don't know, Edwin Diaz or something like that, they're going to give him a few weeks and he's going to come up. That's just how it's been throughout the Mariners. Like, throughout this regime's history, that's what they've done with players like that. Move them out of the rotation and done that. And I think that somebody like, even like a Riley O'Brien would be a good person to bring up right now instead of Matt Brash. Send him down to Tacoma, let him, get some innings under his belt, some non-stress innings, and let him find his command, because he does not have it right now, and you cannot be facing these hitters when you don't have any sort of command on any of your pitches, let alone the fastball.
Let him cook in AAA, is what he's saying.
They do. You're right. Fangraphs does like him a little bit more. He had a 0.6 in 2022 and a 0.8 in 2023 so far for his F4. So it's a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't think that he should be on the major league roster right now.
Do you think if he goes down after the road trip, or is it he shouldn't be with the team in Boston?
If we were to get a notification sent to our phones right now that Matt Brash was sent down to AAA, I would not be mad.
That's fair.
I wouldn't be mad. I think that he's someone who, of the guys in the bullpen right now, I think that he's the worst of everyone. And that includes Taylor Saucedo. That includes Chris Flexen right now.
I don't know about Flexen. Saucedo, he's been good. It's just in limited innings, but yeah, that's just a funny, not something I feel like you look at their stuff, the stuff and Brash, slider god, but I don't know where management's head is at with Brash because they seem to like him.
I agree. I mean, he's been used more than anybody in the bullpen. Say when Penn Murphy comes back, which I think he'll be back at the end of this road trip.
Probably.
I think might be the second series of the homestand. But I think Penn Murphy will be back soon. Obviously, we have no idea about Andres Munoz, but there's going to start being some crunches in that bullpen. And I think, obviously, Flexen is one who's probably going to get out of here soon. But I prefer Flexen in the role that he has right now, which is mop-up duty, just come in and eat some innings.
Versus Brash and high leverage.
Compared to Brash and high leverage. Yeah. I'd rather keep Flexen around to just be that guy to just work out of, a blowout game, just, hey, get some work in, than have Matt Brash come in with runner on first and second, no outs, trying to preserve a lead. I just don't think that he's good enough to do that right now.
Send Brash to high A, no shot.
All the way
down.
That idea.
If you send a guy with Matt Brash's stuff to high A, it's going to look like the bench warmers.
Can I tell you why I like that idea?
Why?
Because the offense isn't very good in high A compared to how it is in the PCL, and he's still close to home. So if you need him, you can just go grab him, or you can send a bus to Everett and say, hey, get in.
Send a bus to Tacoma.
Yeah, but the offense in Tacoma is way better. Maybe it'll help him. Maybe it'll make him feel better if he can go strike out.
You gotta build up his confidence.
Yeah.
You just gotta go literally throw perfect innings for a week straight.
We're sending you to the lowest possible spot to build up your confidence. Hope it helps.
That would be so funny.
Julio was moved off of the leadoff spot, hitting 6th and then 3rd and then 4th. He's kind of just been jumping around the lineup. Julio has proven that he's a guy that's going to come out of this.